There is no future in real estate without learning AI. That's why in this video, in less than 30 minutes, in less than a couple minutes, we're going to show you guys how you can start with ChatGPT. Entire industries are changing because of AI. You have the medical industry introducing robots to perform surgeries. You have the dentist industry doing the same thing. And you're going to have real estate following suit. So if you're an agent who doesn't want to get left behind, if you're an agent who really wants to take over their business, then watch this video. We're going to go over step 1 of setting up your ChatGPT. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you inside.
AI for real estate agents.
So my goal here today, guys, family, go over what to do to get started with ChatGPT. If you're a real estate agent looking to get started, let's get started with step 1. First, you need to create your account. I'm not going to go through that. Create your account on ChatGPT, and you can get started with the free version. But step 1 in getting started, this is what ChatGPT is going to look like inside. You're going to notice some different things in here. You're going to notice the bottom here, message ChatGPT. So this is where you write your questions. This is where you go in and search different things within ChatGPT. What that is called is anything that I write in here is called a prompt. So you guys have probably heard about prompt engineering, prompting ChatGPT. Anything that I write within here is classified as a prompt. All right. You'll also notice that up here on the top left, ChatGPT 4.0. This basically just tells you which model you're using. You have different options. Here's the reality, family. Always just use 4.0. Okay? You're not going to be using it 100 times in a day to use the different options. Just utilize 4.0 and you guys will be solid. Good to go. So you have the model that you choose. Always use 4.0. Down here, it's called a prompt, is what you get started with. The very first thing, before you start playing around with ChatGPT, because family, you could do this forever. Play with ChatGPT, do a bunch of different options, but we're here to make money, not play, right? So let's go in the top right. What you guys will notice in the top right is where your profile is. This is where you get started. In the top right, you click on your name or your logo here. For some of you, it might be in the bottom left, just depending on how yours is set up. It's a little different sometimes. For mine, it's in the top right. The very first thing that you want to do is click this right here. Customize ChatGPT. Can I get some thumbs up? You guys see what I'm doing here, right? Customize ChatGPT. I got some thumbs up. So once you're inside of Customize ChatGPT, this is the goal of what this is. It is providing a context for who you are, right? So let's think about this as if it's your employee. If you hired a brand new employee that is your marketing director for your team, what's the first things that they need to know? Well, they would need to know that you're in real estate, right? That you're a real estate agent. They would need to know where you're located. They would need to know accolades. They will need to know things about you. So what this is the base level training of your new employee or your new marketing director. Okay? So what you would put in here, essentially, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide a better response? They do give you some thought starters. Here is what I recommend everybody here does. So inside of custom instructions, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide a better response? This is where you put your bio. This is where you put your bio. And why is this so important? Well, family, every time you log into ChatGPT, if you don't do this, it's like coming into a blank slate to an employee that is not trained. And you're going to have to tell them every single time, I'm a real estate agent. I'm in Cleveland. I've been in business this long. You don't want to do that every time. So coming into her custom instructions, add your bio in here. Tell it who you are. Tell it your goals, what you're looking to do, where you're located at, that you're a real estate agent. So that way, when it responds, when it writes things for you, you'll start to notice it knows who you are. You'll start to notice that it knows where you're located, that you're a real estate agent, and provide better responses. Can I get some make sense in the chat before I move on to the next point? That this part makes sense. You come in here to custom instructions, and then you put your bio. So that way, this is the training that you start your base level training for your employee, which is ChatGPT. Makes perfect sense. Awesome. Yeah, what's up, Tamara? Good to see you. The next one that you do is how would you like ChatGPT to respond? How would you like ChatGPT to respond? And you'll see over here on the side, it gives you some different things here. Thought starters. How formal or casual should it be? How long should your responses be? How do you want to be addressed? And should ChatGPT have opinions on topics or remain neutral? All right, family. So with this one, you could tell ChatGPT that it's always a great seller's market, no matter what. And guess what? Your ChatGPT will always think it's a great seller's market. Now, I don't go and recommend that, but that's like the power of what you can do for this. So just to give you an example of what mine looks like, I tell it, respond in a business casual manner, right? Respond in a business casual manner. Respond in short and punchy responses. You don't want long-winded answers when you are getting content from this. We are addressed as the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. And then finally, we believe AI is here to spend less time behind a computer and more time communicating with clients. Family, this is where you could also, because some feedback I get from people is, oh, ChatGPT, they always use the word boast. They always use the word data analytics. So how do you want ChatGPT to respond? Never use the word boast and never use the words data analytics. Problem solved. Never uses those words now. And then I also went into here, and for me, delve. Yeah, that's a good one. For me, I also said, here's an example of my writing style to use. So it's just a little bit more of my writing style. So it starts to understand how to respond to me in this sense. And a key part on this one, family, is right here. Enable for new chats has to be turned on. Make sure that's on. So that way, every time I prompt ChatGPT to do something, it will know who I am, where I'm located, how to respond, what words to use and not use. And then what you do is hit save. Well, I didn't change anything, but then you hit save, I hit cancel. But now, step one is almost completed. Your ChatGPT now knows who you are, where you're located, what business you're in, what your goals are, how to respond better to you. And that's the very first step with ChatGPT as a real estate agent. Do that simple step. This is how you start training it how to market better. It's how the first step in making sure that your employee that you will have for life knows who you are, knows where you're located, and starts going to those first steps. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go a little bit, just show you guys around the platform, because I know part of the reason agents don't get started is they're overwhelmed. They don't know where to start and they don't know what to do. So that's why we're doing this step one process. So like I said, right here at the bottom, this is where you type your answers. This is what it's called prompting when you ask ChatGPT questions, such as, let's see, what's a good question to ask? What is a good time of day to post on Facebook? If you want to ask ChatGPT a question, what's a good time of day to post on Facebook? And there you go. You're going to get a response. So I prompted it and it gave me a response. Or I can go into here. What's the best time of day to post on Facebook? Give you that answer. And then what you notice is this is now called a chain. If I keep asking questions here, now I say, what's a good time of day to post on Instagram? You will notice that now this is called a chain. So every question I keep asking, every time I prompt it, it is within this chat chain. And you have the ability to build on it and build on it with more questions. If you want to start over and ask it a brand new question, all you would have to do is hit this button in the top left. It looks like the pencil in the top left. And it just says new chat. And I click on it and it takes me right back to square one. And you can start asking it more and more questions. You will notice just on the side here, here are the past questions I've asked my ChatGPT that I've gone through. So then I can come back to this one and say, expired leads relisting strategy. I can click on this and it will show me everything that I was working on. Create me a pamphlet for expired leads. Is your home still unsold? So it created literally a pamphlet for me. And I would come down here. This pamphlet is designed, and I would ask it questions. I can come back and go back to any of my past chat chains over here on the side. Past history. And there's one more place I want to show you guys here. Because again, guys, this is just step one here this week. It's over here on the side. It's called Explore GPTs. And I will be covering a full training on Explore GPTs in the future. But I think this is extremely important for everybody here to know. So in Explore GPTs here on the left, once I click on that, think about this as your Netflix library for AI tools. Family, you don't have to spend $20 a month here, $50 a month here, $10 a month for a video editing tool and all these different places. You could essentially get any AI tool that you want right here in Explore GPTs. You will notice we have Logo Creator. We have Canva that is built into this. You can scroll down more. Productivity, Veed, which is literally creating AI tools or creating videos for you just by asking it to do certain things for your business. For example, I'll just show you guys Logo Creator very quickly. Logo Creator. Create me a logo for creme de la creme, the top shelf of real estate. This is just within Logo Creator. I'd love to create creme de la creme. Let's go neutral. So it's going to ask me some questions. I'm going to say, let's do neutral. 10 clean. I'm going to go with 3. Fairly simple. What color should I go, guys? Let's go blue and orange. One logo. So using this tool, you know, there are people online that will charge you $50, $100, $200, $300, and whatever dollars for you to create a logo. Using this here, I can literally go into Logo Creator and within seconds, creme de la creme real estate. Done for you. Just to go over what we covered here. First step of logging into your ChatGPT, always make sure it's on 4L. Simplest thing to do. Then what you do is you come over here on the top right and you click Customize ChatGPT. And then this is where you add your bio and more information about yourself. What would you like ChatGPT to respond? This is where you go and you tell it formal or casual, long or short. How do you want to be addressed? Basically, what's your name? What do you want it to call you? And then a little bit about your beliefs and make sure it's enabled for new chats. There's one more thing you should do to make sure that it is set up correctly. So again, in the top right, you're going to click on your name here and then go into settings. Once you're in settings, go to personalization and just make sure your memory is turned on. Make sure your memory is turned on. This is how we will then start training your ChatGPT to be custom tailored to you and your business. Memory feature turned on. I'll show it one more time. So in the top right, click on settings and then personalization and then memory feature turned on. So family, if you're a real estate agent and you're serious about getting started with ChatGPT, Follow these simple features. This is step one. And guess what, family? Next week, we're going to be going over step two. I can continue to start training your ChatGPT to do more and more and more for your business.
If you're a real estate agent and don't want to get left behind with all of these AI updates, guys, you're in the right place because we created the world's very first AI certified agent. We have an entire AI institute dedicated to the real estate industry. We have a top custom GPT in the ChatGPT store just for the real estate industry. All you got to do is check out some of the links in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're still here, go ahead and check out one of the other videos that we just shot.